to draw this adorable cartoon bat? Well, if so, then you are going to need something to doodle on, something to create your doodles with, something to erase any mistakes that you might make, and a marker to outline your doodle when you are done drawing it. And don't forget the crayons, the markers, the colored pencils, or the paint so we can add some color to our adorable doodles. Grab all of your supplies and let's get started. Let's get started. So our paper is going to be horizontal, which means that it is shorter this way, but wider this way. And the first thing we are going to do is grab your pencil or your marker, whatever you're going to do your drawing with. And we are going to start with the head shape for our little bat. So I'm going to curl down and around, and I'm going to make what almost looks kind of like a Hershey Kiss or a gumdrop. Slide my protective paper under there. And I'm leaving a gap at the top because I want to give him just a little hair or something. We want to make this a cute little bat. So I definitely don't want him to look, I want him to look fluffy and adorable and kind of snuggly. So I'm going to add just a little bit of hair to the top of his head there. So we've got that big shape here and we've got that little bit of hair at the top. So I'm going to go down in here and I'm going to go ahead and give him his eyes. And I'm going to add in those shine marks. I definitely want him to have that very inviting, friendly look to his eyes. And now I'm going to come on both sides over here. And what I want to do is I want to do a curve that's going to go in and out. And I want to do that on both sides, in and out. And then after I have that curve there, I'm going to curve up, around, and back in. I don't want his ears, I want them to look big, but I don't want them to look crazy big. I want them to fit his head. So this ear's a little bigger than this ear. That's okay. Now I'm going to go in and I'm just going to kind of make a curve that's going to come down. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Just make a little curve. And that's just so we can add a little pink to the inside of his ears, whereas the rest of them will be that nice dark gray or brown or whatever color you choose to use. So I'm going to skip the rest of, we're going to skip his wings and we're going to draw on the rest of his body. So I'm going to come down on both sides with a little curve. Both sides, going to give them a curve. And this one's a little bit longer. And this side over here where I stopped, I'm going to go ahead and draw in kind of one of those triangular little feet. And you can even give him little toes. I just want it to look like he's got a little foot there. And then over here, this foot is just going to kind of come down. So it just kind of looks like maybe he's just got one foot in the air and one foot down. Well, he's just kind of floating. Maybe give him a little sprig of fur on his chest. And then you can go in and you can add in his smile. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a smile like that. Then I'm going to find a skinnier marker to add in his little teeth because my Sharpie is just going to be a little too fat of a line to add in those little teeth. So there we go. I drew in his little fangs. Now I can go in and add in his big wings. And his wings are kind of connected to his hands. Or his arms. I'm not going to draw those, but I am going to kind of make it look like they are his arms. So I'm going to go from where I would draw an arm, and I'm going to do a nice curve out and up. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Right from the inside. So we curve out and up. Then I'm going to go from that out up and I'm going to curve out and down. And I want to keep my lines even. So I'm going to go out and down over here and try to stop so that these are about the same length. Now I'm going to skip the rest in there and I'm going to come down to underneath his body. And what I want to do is I want to go down pretty low on my paper and I want to make sure I'm really lined up with the middle of his body and I want to make a V. So I go down low and I make a letter V. And this is gonna be the tip of his tail. And we're gonna come up and curve around to finish off his wings. But this way I know exactly where the center of my wings are. And I know that I need to work from out here inward and try to keep it symmetrical on both sides. So next, I'm gonna go in over here and I'm gonna add in kind of an extra line there to kind of make it look like his arm. And that's just gonna help his wings kind of fit to his body. Then I'm gonna go onto the corner up here and I'm gonna make a curve down. And I want this curve to be, or this line right here to be longer down, farther down. Man, I want this line to be farther down than this line over here. And then I'm gonna go back up and I'm gonna do one more line. And that line is going to be a little bit kind of in between these two. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So I wanna have that one in here, kind of match them up. And then I wanna have that one out here. Match it up. All right, so now I've got all of my little areas that I need for my wings. So I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna make a curve that's gonna go up and come down. And I can go ahead and work each side at the same time. So that way I try to keep my line symmetrical because I want him to be even on both sides. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the next one. So I'm gonna go from here and I'm gonna curve up and I'm gonna match up to this one. I'm gonna go from here and curve up, match up to that line. Now we have this fun part here. So now I'm going to curve up a little bit and I'm gonna just go straight down into that V we already made. And so I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I'm gonna curve up a little bit and I'm gonna go right down into that V that we've already created. So now my bat has his big pretty wings. We've got everything drawn in. He is adorable. Look at how cute he is. And now we can go ahead and grab our crayons and add a little life to our little tiny bat. So go ahead and grab whatever it is that you want to color with, and let's go ahead and color in our adorable little picture. Look at how cute our adorable little bat turned out. I had so much fun drawing him with you today. If you had fun drawing with me, please like, subscribe, and share the video and come back every day for some more doodles. I cannot wait to see you again next time. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.